Hello, gamers.
I farted and a poopy almost slipped out.
About a week ago, I made a roster prediction for Smash 6. So today we're gonna do 20 bold predictions, just in general, for Smash 6. Let's see what I cooked up. Alright, 20 predictions. Hopefully there's some good ones. We're gonna start, the first two are just gonna be kind of like warm-ups, just to kind of test the water, alright? First one, I mean, there's probably a lot of people that feel this way, but first prediction, we will not be getting a Smash Ultimate Deluxe. It will probably be a reboot of sorts, but it will not be Smash Ultimate Deluxe. I just don't see it happening, unfortunately. I would love for it to happen, do not get me wrong. I would gladly take Smash Ultimate Deluxe, but prediction 1, Smash Ultimate Deluxe, not going to be a thing. Prediction number 2, again, we're warming up here. Don't worry, it's about to get a little bit spicy in just a second. But prediction number 2, it's maybe a safe prediction, possibly, but I will predict Waluigi will, in fact, be playable on the roster for the first time ever. Hooray! So yeah, again, prediction number 2, Waluigi playable in Smash 6. All right, let's turn up the heat just a little bit here. All right, first, bigger, bolder prediction here. I'm gonna say there's going to be a brand new mode, and it will be a tag team mode. Now, they already have something close to this idea in game. I think they're going to expand upon this even further. They have that mode called Squad Strike. Now, the way Squad Strike works is you select your team of 3 or 5 or whatever, and then you each battle, you know, like one stock at a time, for example. When you lose that stock, the winning team, that winning character, moves down and faces the next person or next character on the other team, but they'll keep some damage that they accrued from the last battle. Now, it's kind of like that, but it's just like a normal tag team thing, right? You're fighting one-on-one, and there'll be some kind of button prompt, and you'll just be able to tag out into whatever other character you might have on your team that you selected. So this would be a really fun thing. I think it would just be a really natural way to kind of, I don't want to say evolve the game, but just to kind of keep advancing the game, make it even more interesting, just a different way to play Smash Bros. So prediction 3, tag team mode. All right, next one. This might also count as a hope, but my prediction is going to be a very simple one here. Online is going to get, well, a lot better because they will be introducing rollback netcode. Hopefully things are going to be very smooth, very easy going. I know Slackerz kind of talked about this before, but hopefully they're able to figure it out for the Switch 2 online. That would be tremendous, and we'd all rejoice and be happy, and, you know, we're happy Smash fans, I guess. But prediction 4, rollback netcode is going to happen. Moving right along, we got the next prediction, and this one is going to be not a subspace emissary, but we will be getting a new adventure mode, kind of like what we had in Smash Melee. Now, the reason I think, and I am predicting we're getting a new type of adventure mode, is that was a perfect way to kind of introduced new players to the game, to kind of help learn some mechanics on how to battle, on what to go on. Like, what was anybody remember the one part where Samus, and you can learn to like wall jump? Yeah, that was cool. I didn't know that was a thing until I was playing through adventure mode, trying to, you know, get away from the rising acid or the lava or whatever the crap that is. But I learned to wall jump, so adventure mode kind of expanding further upon other gameplay mechanics would be really fun. And just think of all the new worlds we could explore. Yeah, adventure mode is going to be prediction number 5. All right, next prediction. Everybody might have an idea or at least a hope of time frame for when they think the game will release. Well, I don't have the exact day nailed down, but I will at least give you the month and year. My prediction number 6, Smash 6 will come out June 2028. This will be their big summer game. So I'm predicting June 2028 as a release date for Smash 6. All right, let's go back to characters again. So if anybody watched my video from last week on my character prediction, I did forget to actually add one newcomer that I really think is going to be in the game. So we'll just put him here instead. My prediction number 7, one of the new fighters that we will get in the game, Sol bad guy from Guilty Gear. They love adding fighting game characters, and I think this could... I think he's still kind of an under-the-radar pick for Smash 6, or just Smash in general. I really think people are kind of sleeping on this guy, and to see him in Smash would be oh so freaking cool. So I guess it is a want, but I am predicting Sol Bad Guy does make the roster in Smash 6. Next prediction. So this one, I'm hoping for a lot of like improvements for helping the players get better at the game. So we mentioned a little bit earlier with Adventure Mode and how Adventure Mode really helps new players kind of learn some mechanics and stuff like that. Well, this time I'm going to be predicting something for Training Mode. And I'm predicting they will actually add a hitbox viewer. Holy crap, could you imagine we finally get something like this in Smash? A hitbox viewer in Training Mode so we can actually see what the move looks like, where it's hitting, where it's not hitting, where it looks like it should be hitting, all that stuff. I'm predicting we finally get a hitbox viewer in Training Mode. It just helps out everybody even more. Sure, there's going to be wacky hitboxes, but who cares? At least I get to see how wacky it is. So, prediction number, what is this, 8? Hitbox viewer for Training Mode. Alright, we got a quick one here. I'm going to predict, I'm keeping up with the series tradition. Bowser's Castle, baby, is still not going to be a playable stage. I don't know why they don't want this to be a stage playable, like why? How has this not been a playable stage at some point? I don't understand it, but I'll just continue with tradition, I guess. Bowser's Castle will still not be a playable stage for prediction number 9. Alright, next up, this might be one of my, if not my biggest prediction for this entire video. So, it's kind of a two-parter. So, the prediction here, assist trophies will be removed from the game entirely. That's right, they're going to be removed entirely. Assist trophies, all those characters will not exist anymore. However, it will be replaced with a new in-game feature, and that will be Smash Allies, is what I'm going to call it. So it's basically, we've got other games that already do something similar to this, where you can get like a guest character appearance to come in and maybe do a little combo attack or just like a brief little attack for a little bit of damage, something like that, just guest appearances from characters. So assist trophies now become Smash Allies, but they're more condensed and they're, you know, more focused on just a quick burst of some kind of attack, or maybe you could get buffs or debuffs or whatever it might be, something like that. So for example, could you imagine, here's two other mini predictions, so two bonus mini predictions here. Dark Samus will be demoted back to an assist, well, a Smash ally in this case. But could you imagine Dark Samus popping out using the, what is it, the Phazon beam? Something like that. Or what if we get like somebody like Rambi that's involved? Rambi's never going to really be a playable character, at least I don't see him. Rambi's awesome, I love Rambi. But Rambi would be very awesome as this Smash ally. What does Rambi do? He just charges forward. Maybe you jump on him and he just charges forward and then he comes back across the screen. So it's like just charge right, charge left, or whatever direction you are. So you get 2 charges with Rambi and you just run over the opponent or something like that, if the attack obviously hits. But this might be the biggest prediction. Assist trophies are removed and they were replaced with a new game mechanic that I'm calling Smash Ally. Okay, this next this next prediction is nowhere near as cool as the last one. I'll just predict what the actual name of the game is going to be. They're going to go with something kind of, dare I say, bland. We're just going to say the new game's just going to be called New Super Smash Brothers. I know. It was the greatest name I could come up with. So prediction number 11, the official game title is going to be New Super Smash Brothers. Okay, another prediction. I'm not going to say this is a big prediction, but I think it's kind of in the same vein as a big prediction. Smash, Sakurai, whoever's developing the game, Nintendo, they will finally delve further into alternate costumes, like true alternate costumes for characters. Finally, we get, and I got us, every character gets one. Maybe they could make that like DLC characters, for example. You get a DLC character, you'll get a stage, and you will get one unique alternate costume as well. Come on, that would be really fun. We need this. They could sell just additional alternate costumes in packs, kind of in the same way that they sell the me costume packs, you know? Like, that prints money. People will buy this. Why is this not already a thing? I don't know. So prediction number 12? Alternate costumes will finally take more of a precedence, it'll get more of a time to shine. Oh, geez, this next one hurts. I just seen it. Oh, man. Okay, so next prediction, I'm so sorry, but I'm bringing up Alf for a very specific reason, because that's what the prediction has to do with. The prediction is the disrespect for Alf will continue. What I mean by that is Alf will still not be his own unique fighter, and he still will not get his own Echo Fighter slot. Prediction number 13. There we go. I figured it out. I can count. Prediction number 13. The Alf disrespect continues. Next up, probably a very safe prediction, I think, or at least a lot of people think similarly to this. So the prediction is Ganon specifically. There's probably going to be other characters, Samus, maybe Zelda, but Ganondorf specifically will get a new or an updated character model and a reworked or overhauled moveset, probably to match, we'll say, Tears of the Kingdom Ganondorf. So we'll just go that route for now, but he will finally feel more like his own true unique self. Okay, let's see if anyone thinks this is funny, because I guess that's what I was going for when I made this. My next prediction is the very first Smash 6 Direct will start, or the very first time we see Sakurai in the Direct, the first thing he does is take a very big sigh. And then he'll go on about, hey, I'm back again. Something like that. He'll make a joke like that. So just a simple prediction. Big ol' sigh from Sakurai when the very first Smash Direct takes place. Because, well, Sakurai's got to joke around with us, right? All right, next up. This one does hurt me because I really want to see this character playable. But the prediction is going to actually be Crash Bandicoot will not be playable. I know. Say what you want. For some reason, I have at current time, right now when I'm recording this, I just feel that either Nintendo is not going to reach out to try to get Crash, and Microsoft might just kind of be sitting over there going, we don't really need to have Crash get in Smash, because I don't think they have plans for him, to be honest. Maybe that changes. Hopefully it does, but prediction number 16, Crash Bandicoot will not be playable in Smash 6. All right. This one is kind of a mix of a somewhat safe prediction with a little bit of a, I don't know if you want to say a twist, but the prediction is Ditto from Pokopia will be a playable character. However, it will be a free downloadable character. I'm going to say in the same the same vein as Piranha Plant was. Buy the game, connect it to your My Nintendo account within whatever the time frame is. You will get Pokopia's Ditto as a free character. And at some point, it will be a character anybody else who missed out on it can buy, can purchase with money. So there's that. But Ditto from Pokopia will be a free downloadable character, at least at the beginning. All right. Let's see how people feel about this one. Remember those custom moves in Smash Wii U and 3DS? And so many people hated them. There's some people that liked them, sure. I thought they were fun. They were not balanced. So what if we do something fun with them and we bring custom moves back, but it's only a feature for Amiibo? There we go. We could have some fun. Maybe Amiibo gets this as their own thing, right? You get extra moves that you can just try out. That way it gives, I don't know. I mean, I love the Amiibo. I have a whole channel kind of based around it. But the point is, it gives the Amiibo a little extra flair. So if you really do like this stuff and you want to go grab your favorite Donkey Kong Amiibo and you're like, hey, maybe he's got a barrel toss instead as one of his custom moves, and I can put that in there as a side special instead of whatever it might be. There you go. There's an option. So custom moves will return. but they will only be for amiibo. All right, one more character prediction here. One more character prediction, but I'll expand upon that just a smidge more. We will be getting our first ever playable indie character. No, Steve does not count because he's kind of weird. Like, sure, he started as that, but he's no longer an indie. So by the time he got in Smash, he wasn't an indie character. Kind of a little weird. So pure 100% indie character. And it will be the Knight from Hollow Knight. That will be my prediction number 19. Our first actual playable indie character. So there you go. All right, that brings us to the final prediction of the video. And I'll just say anybody that played the very first Smash 64, you might like this one. The prediction is going to be that they bring back, because again, I'm kind of going for somewhat of a more user-friendly or user learning experience here. So they're going to bring back Board the Platforms. That was just a fun minigame that everyone loved that we've been asking for forever. We never got it, so here it is. Smash 6, they bring back Board the Platforms, and it will help teach wall jumps or, you know, finding the limits of your jumps for whatever character it might be. Just trying to set a record for beating the board for the platform. Maybe they even have leaderboards for it. I don't know. But there you go. Prediction number 20, the final one of the video. Board the Platforms returns. Anyway, that is going to do it for this one. Hope you all enjoyed as always. If you got your own bold predictions, feel free to drop some of them down in the comments. Let's see what people got. Let's see some bold predictions, people. I'm looking forward to this. But that is it. Hope you all enjoyed, and I guess I'll see you when I'm looking at you.